Hello, my dear friends. I'm Stanislav Shamayev, a licensed business immigration and corporate attorney in Miami, Florida. In today's video, we're going to be discussing a very important topic of what mistakes should you avoid in order not to lose your green card. At the end of this video, you'll be able to learn how to get a free evaluation of your cases that may lead to the green card. Let's go. Little do you know that there are certain things that may happen when you actually may lose your green card. So let's talk about it. The mistake number one: if you are going to spend outside of the US more than 6 months, that's mistake 1.1. And even bigger mistake, which is 1.2, is to spend more than a year outside of the US. What's the difference? Well, the difference is huge, because if you spend more than 6 months outside of the US having a permanent residency, you create a presumption that you, let's say, abandoned your permanent residency. It does mean that they're gonna take your green card away. It's actually not very easy to do this. It's possible, not very easy. But when you come back, they may start asking you questions. If you do not have a very good reason why you spent more than 6 months outside of the US, they may start the process of taking your green card away. Yes, they have to go through the court and everything, but you're gonna have a very hard time if that happens. What if you spend more than a year outside of the US? Well, basically that means that you abandoned your green card, and that's gonna be really hard to defend if the US government is gonna start the process of revoking your green card, of taking it back. So by all means, avoid leaving US for more than a year. The best way of action is leave for less than 6 months, because then they're gonna start asking you questions. And of course, the best thing is to live in the States at least 6 months a year in total. Just go by that for 5 years and then apply for your citizenship. That's mistake number one. And by the way, there's a permit to leave. You can file for a permit to leave the US on your green card for more than 6 months, up to 2 years. If you have a good reason to do that, you can apply and get that approved. Then you can stay outside of the US for up to 2 years. Mistake number two: committing a crime. If you have committed a crime, which is a felony, or presumes a sentence in a term of more than a year, it might be a felony or not a felony, but a term could be over a year. This is a very big problem, because you may not be able to extend your green card, and you may not be able to get your US citizenship. Stay away from all trouble, from all crimes, from domestic violence. Number three: not paying US taxes. This could be a felony, so it kind of falls within the second mistake, but I want to separate it, because sometimes it feels like, oh, you know, in some countries it's like, you don't pay taxes, nothing happens, nobody cares. Well, here it matters, all right? You guys know that in the US, you have to do only 2 things: pay taxes and die. That's all. That you have 2 obligations. Do not do anything silly. Don't try to bring those crazy deductions to your business that never happened. Don't try to put expenses on some LLC that doesn't exist anymore. Just don't do anything stupid here. Not only while you're permanent resident, you always have to pay your taxes. If I guys told you how much taxes I paid last year, you would go nuts. But I know, if I feel bad right now, if I fall on the floor and I barely move, but I can dial 911, I get a helicopter on the roof in 20 minutes to save my life. And I drive on a nice road, I have a good infrastructure, I have gas, I have water in my house. I know what I'm paying my taxes for. Be like Stanislav. Pay your taxes. Number 4, forgetting to extend your green card or filing for your US citizenship. Your green card is for 10 years. You can get your citizenship in 5 years after getting your green card if you did everything right. But sometimes people forget, okay, I'll do it next year. Okay, I have a lot of time. 10 years pass. If you did not extend your green card for another 10 years, or you didn't file for your citizenship, you are screwed. There are some ways to get it back. It's gonna be very hard and very expensive. Don't forget about the time. And number 5, changing your address every time you move to the new place in the US. And changing your address with USCIS. It's AR11 form if you send the letter, but you can do it online really fast. 5 minutes, you're changing your apartment, you're buying a house, you're moving to another state, you're moving to another city, no problem. Nobody's gonna stop you. Do not forget, immediately change your address with USCIS because you may miss some important correspondence. And if you fail to respond, it doesn't happen too often. It rarely happens, but this is your obligation and you want to follow all your obligations and all the requirements by the USCIS. Stanislav, I don't yet have a green card. How can I get one? Well, you guys know, I specialize with talent visas, business visas, and investment visas. If you want to get a free evaluation on one of those categories, all the links are below this video. You can assess yourself as to your talent, as to your national interest project, as to your business visa, or your investment visa. All the links are below, so you can go through all of them, fill them out, answer all the questions, and within 48 hours, I will get back to you and I'll tell you if you qualify for one of the visas or you do not. Smash the like button for this video because you loved it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, follow me on Instagram and my TikTok. The links are below. And of course, comment and ask questions below this video. I'm Stanislav Shamaev, a lawyer of the future. Your future begins here. Good luck.